Could you actually shoot the ball during the Lakers series?
No. That is a great question right there. That's why y'all so good, Buzz. I have all these conversations with all my people like at the house and stuff like that.
I mean, I knew you were banged up.
Hey,
but
man,
in watching,
that was the craziest thing.
You couldn't actually shoot the ball, like physically.
Type of shit I only tell JJ. You probably the only person that think to ask me this stuff. But yo, so that happened, right? I went to the back, and the doctor's back there or whatnot, and they talking about a stinger or something like that. I went out there. You should go find this clip. I hit a shot from the right elbow because that was game one. I heard it right. I hit a shot from the right elbow. I done had some crazy injuries, you know. This was probably one of the craziest ones because dribbling. That's what I do. Bubs, I would dribble, and the ball wouldn't come back up. Like,
because you had no strength.
Yeah, and it was the scariest thing ever. Like I would dribble and whoa, why am I losing the ball? Why am I losing the ball? So it was a shot that I hit, and I literally grabbed it and I threw it. I threw it from the right elbow, and it went in. And I like turned and looked at my brother, and I was like, I don't know how the hell that just went in. So then, my tissue lady who was in town and Donnie who works on me, we went to the house after the game. Boom, working on it, trying to work on it and all this stuff. Game two, went out there. I don't even know why they was guarding me. Like I could not shoot it. I was faking the funk though.
Do you think they knew?
Man, I don't know. And if you go back and look at it, like you will see like from game to game, they wasn't sure because they would like go trap and then they was like, should I close out to him? Should I close out to him? I could not shoot at all. I couldn't raise my arm. Yeah. Like if I did get my arm up and Donnie would push my arm down, I couldn't resist. It would just drop. So, dang, I'm telling you, everything. You know I don't like MRIs, right?
Well, I do know that.
I'm claustrophobic.
I'm very, very aware of that.
Like I'm very claustrophobic. I don't like it, right? So I don't like it. Like if you ever hurt like a hand or wrist or anything like that and you have to do an MRI, they make you go in there like this, right? Face down like this. And they give you that little thing that you can squeeze or whatever to be like,
emergency.
Get me the hell out of here, right? So, and I done had 4 hand surgeries, so I sort of know this. But in LA, they actually got an MRI thing that you don't have to go in. You just get to sit there and put your arm in, right? I'm the guy who will fly to LA just to make sure. So, but when I hurt my shoulder, guess what, Bubs? They said they needed to do an MRI, right? So guess what that means? Full body got to go in there. Guess who couldn't do it? Me. They had to put me under. Bubs, I'm not lying.
You had to go under for an MRI?
Yep. Jada went with me. Yep. They had to, because just my nerves, man. So I did that with my shoulder or whatnot and my neck. Then I ended up going to see a neurologist who told me that we don't need to be like messing with it or pressing on it. He said the only way it can get better is if you don't use it at all. So in that series, I wasn't doing shoot around. I wouldn't touch a ball. I wouldn't do anything until the game. And so then it gradually started getting a little bit better. And then, what was the game in LA? Was that game 5?
Did you guys beat them 4-1?
No, 4-2.
4-2 was game 6.
And you blitzed them in the last
game. So
game
4, I don't know. You should ask Monty. Monty could probably tell you better than me. I think it was game 4. I get to the arena. And Monty called me into his office and told me I wasn't playing. Right? I didn't tell you this. Monty called me in his office and told me that I wasn't playing. He was like, you can't do nothing. Like, you can't operate. Like, because that's what started stressing me out too, is because I didn't want to not play, right? I felt like I'd be letting my team down. But I also, in my back of my mind, I felt like I was hurting the team. And I didn't know if the guys on the team would really tell me, like, Chris, you fucking us up. You know what I mean? And so that was, dang, you bringing back all these memories. I forget about all this. That was tough. So we get to the arena to play against the Lakers, and Monty called me in his office. He was like, Chris, I'm going to sit you today. I was like, what? He was like, you're not being yourself, you know? And I was like, Coach, no, I ain't with that. I went and called the neurologist, right? And the neurologist said, because I wanted to find out if I could make it worse, right? If playing, I could make it worse. He said I couldn't make it worse. So I said, Coach, I'm playing. If you think that I'm hurting the team too bad, it's your decision to take me out. We won the game, Bubs. We won. So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Could you get the ball? Like, could you physically get the ball from the 3-point line to the basket?
Not until no.
Like I'm saying, when did that? Like that was the whole series. Once you got hurt.
Not till game 5 that I feel like I could. I missed the 3 at the top of the key. Right. I missed the 3 at the top of the key, and I looked over at their bench like, oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. So yeah, them other games. I lie to you not. They shouldn't have came nowhere near me. I could do absolutely nothing. Like you should have seen it. I started being in the dunker. This is one play that I vividly remember. I was in the corner and Book had the ball on the wing and Dennis Schroeder was guarding me. And Dennis completely left me. And I stood in the corner and I was like, oh my God, I've never had this feeling. Like I can't shoot. Yeah.
This is brings me to my point, which is this is the problem with prognosticators who there were some people who said that both you and Milwaukee, you made it to the finals because of injury.
Bubs, I don't be worrying about that.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You specifically probably know better than anyone how much luck and good health is involved in making a deep playoff run.
Right.
Because you've had, you had the hand thing in Portland in 2016. The previous year, everybody knows we blew a 3-1 series lead.
Oh yeah, Houston.
But you hurt yourself you hurt your hamstring in game 7 against the Spurs. You missed the first 2 games of that series, one of which we lost, game 2. Do you have any perspective on that? How much in every season, pretty much, you can point to, Kawhi was hurt. Kawhi got hurt in the Utah series. He missed your series. You got COVID in that series.
Yeah.
You beat the Lakers with one arm. My point is, in every year, you can probably point to 1 or 2 things happening or not happening in a team's favor.
But you remember, that's what Doc used to say all the time.
100%.
Doc used to say that to us
and the
all
Warriors
the time.
got pissed when Doc said it, but he's right.
Yeah. Doc used to say that all the time. He used to tell us that. He used to be like, fellas, you got to be good, but sometimes you got to be lucky. You got to be lucky. So, shit, I'm ready to be lucky. Right? Like for real. But I mean, it is what it is. Injuries happen. Like when I got hurt in Houston, like I told you, I went to a dark place for a while. You know what I mean? But I'm over it. I don't dwell on it. I think I got to a point in my life where a lot of people that go through things, they realize that there's no way I'm here doing what I'm doing now had that not happened. Because so many things changed in my life and the way I approach things because of those situations.